You got it. No.
Is this content?
How do you know that someone is vegan? They will make a video analyzing vegan box mac and cheese. Vegan mac and cheese is my comfort food. I tend to have a box of vegan Kraft mac and cheese every week.
That's not
But
confusing
recently
me,
I was
'cause I'm
thinking,
smart.
what's the
I'm
best
zooming in on
box
your
of
mouth
vegan
right
mac and
now.
cheese in our modern era? So I went to my grocery store and bought all the brands that they had, and now I'm going to rate them with my brothers and their friends. Annie's. I haven't tried Annie's in a long time, but I remember thinking it was somewhere between bland and fine. I'm treating it as the baseline for this video.
Hi, Ethan. Hi, Ari.
Oh, hi, Joel.
Hi, Joel. This is Annie's normal mac and cheese is not gluten-free. I'm going to ask that for each box, everyone tastes it, rates the flavor and texture out of 5. So flavor out of 5, texture out of 5, and then says 5 words to describe what they think of it.
Texture, I would give it a 5 out of 5. Taste, I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. And my 5 words, smells bad, but tastes all right.
I would have to give the taste a 3 out of 5, and I'd have to give the texture also a 3. Bad pasta shape, good sweetness.
For taste, I give it a 3 out of 5. It's like a very mild taste, but like pretty good for vegan mac. And for texture, I'd give it a 4. A little soft in my opinion, but pretty good. Very palatable. My 5 words are better than I remembered it.
I would give the flavor about a 3, and the texture maybe a 4. Apparently I'm not allowed to describe anything further there beyond my 5 words, which I'll be giving you in a moment, but just know that I have additional thoughts. I think my 5 words would be uneven flavor, but still satisfying.
As a texture, I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. It's like my ideal like yumminess in the mouth. And then a taste, 5 out of 3. Nothing really terribly exciting. My 5 words would be margarine, mouthfeel, nutty, yummy.
You get one more.
That's 5 words. Mouthfeel is 2 words.
Oh, mouthfeel is 2 words.
I would give the flavor a 3. Texture 4. Not very creamy, but good.
Annie scored a texture of slightly better than 4 and a flavor of 3 across the board. Almost everyone had something mixed to say about it. Daya. I have brought Daya camping a couple of times as a meal in a box because it has a pre-made cheese sauce packet, but in any other situation, I would treat this as a downside.
What's the starch we're using? Oh, they live out in Newton. Taste like shit. 0. Texture, I mean, it's something like maybe a 1. And my review is looks can be deceiving. Period.
I give this a 2 on the flavor, the Daya mac and cheese. 2. I give it a 2 on the texture, and my 5 words are wish I scooped out less.
The texture is a 2, but that's because it's gluten-free. And the flavor's like a 4. I like this flavor a little bit better than the Annie's flavor, but I think that my mind is rotted because I haven't had real cheese in so long. My 5 words are good texture for gluten-free.
I scooped out a lot.
I would give this a 2 on flavor and 3 on texture. My 5 words would be flavor, mediocre, aftertaste, worse.
A flavor of 1.5 and a texture of 2. Fishy, salty, not sitting well.
Flavor?
Veganism's irrelevant.
4. Texture? 5. It is creamy and good.
With a texture of 2.5 and a flavor of 2.25, Daya is handily worse than Annie's. It seems to have made Jude sick. Banza. This is the only brand today that I have never tried. I don't expect it to do well because it seems to be trying to be the healthy option, which is not what I am looking for in my box mac and cheese.
But it's done.
Flavor, I'm gonna give it a 4. I actually think that this tastes very cheesy, but texture, it's really goopy and like slimy, and texture, I'm gonna give it a 1. Cheesy taste, but real goopy.
Mine is not gonna make any sense. I'm gonna give it a 1 on the flavor and a 1 on the texture. My favorite mac so far. I think I can explain. I don't think it's like the flavor is very good and the texture isn't very good, but I think there's a lot of other elements to the mac and cheese that I enjoy that makes this one like overall my favorite. But as a mac and cheese, like the flavor and texture like are not like as good as the others.
I'm gonna give the flavor a 4. Initially, I didn't really like it, but then it grew on me, and I'm gonna give the texture a 1. This is just like goopy, gluten-free, chickpea-based pasta. I like the chickpeas. Chickpeas is 2 words.
No, it's
The
not.
chick what?
I'd give it a 2 for flavor and a 2 for texture. My 5 words would be looks slimy, texture confirms it.
Giving a 5 on the flavor and a 2.5 on the texture. Best cheese I ever ate.
Banza had an even worse texture than Daya, with only 1.5, and the flavor is controversial with some highs and lows. I'm glad that Jude is feeling better for this box. Kraft, my current favorite. I think it'll do the best, but I'm trying not to be biased.
Here we see the wild Joel Willick who looks at the pot and goes, oh, there's still pasta in here. This pot is kind of annoying to use. He eats one sample pasta to decide if he thinks it's done.
Take a last slice at this.
POV, you are Joel Willick. POV, you are one of the burners.
Cheesy. Texture rating 4. My taste rating 3. It tastes like cheesy, the right amount, but it's just, there's something like chemically and sweet about it. My 5 words are sweet, but like box mac and cheese.
For mine, I want to start with a demonstration.
Look at the cheese in my bowl. It's like really oily.
However, I would give it a taste of a 4 and a texture of a 5. And my 5 words are really delicious, but unhealthy. Unhealthy is 2 words.
I would give it a taste of 4 and a texture of 5, and I would say my 5 words are I'd eat the whole box.
A flavor of a 4 and a texture of a 5. It was very oily, however still yummy.
Kraft has the best texture rating of all the boxes, with 4.75, and the best flavor of 3.75. People seem to like Kraft, but think that it is a little too oily and sweet. Overall, Kraft came in first, Annie's in second, and Banza and Daya came in third together. Maybe this whole ranking is unfair because we just rated the gluten-free pastas as worse than the non-gluten-free pastas. I'm glad to know that I've been justified in eating Kraft box mac and cheese. Hopefully one day another box will come along to usurp it.